Yo, it's your boy Traded Dime back at you with another video, and today we got some more Expedition 33. Now I ain't gonna lie, shout out to the boy, it's Young Pride. He let me know there has been a lot of previews, a lot of gameplay out from different creators. Sadly, I was not one of them, but shout out to Claire. But today we got a lot of previews, and I can't go through them all. But I decided to check out IGN. Yeah, I know. IGN, they had a final preview plus some gameplay that we gonna check out today. Before we even start, make sure you leave a like, a comment. Let me know how you feel. Are you excited for the game? Didn't expect to get the final preview so soon. I don't know if this is usually how it goes. I usually expect them to do it probably like 2 to 3 weeks before the game even launches. The game doesn't come out for another whole month. Without further ado, let's get right into it, gang. I'm excited, bro. I'm really excited for this game.
Told me that the most important part of any story is surprise. A few years later, a writer I deeply respect wrote that perhaps the difference between good and great writing is technique, though even that was probably not as important as conviction. But what keeps us invested in the story is curiosity, the gap between what we know and what we need to know, the questions that drive us. Combine all three and you tend to create something special.
I feel like this game is so beautiful with its uniqueness, dog.
In some unexpected way, a game that surprised us, whose belief in itself was obvious from the first frame, that made us want to explore. I have played a lot of video games, friends, and that feeling is increasingly rare for me, especially in the AAA space. So when I tell you that Clair Obscur, Expedition 33... Bro,
this game is so beautiful, dog. Like, what are half of these enemies? Why are the enemies beautiful, gang? Like, what's up? Like, what?
Believe me when I tell you, that's some powerful magic.
Expeditioners, we do not take for granted.
Talk to me, Will Borger.
Final year of life, to keeping hope alive for all of Lumiere.
If you're unfamiliar, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 has a pretty fascinating setup. See, there's this being called the Paintress, and every year she paints a new number. When she does, every person of that age dies. Poof, vanishes, turns to dust.
That's insane.
Do not collect $200. And the thing is, she's counting down. Every year, the people dying get younger. So every year, the people of Lumiere send a volunteer expedition of people with 1 year left to live on a desperate, impossible, doomed mission.
What happens when it gets to 5?
And kill the Paintress.
What are the kids gonna do? What happens when it gets to like between the ages of 5 and 16, gang? Like, like what would happen, gang?
So she can never paint death again.
You battle the Paintress. Know that Lumiere fights with you.
You'll find journals from Expedition 84, so if you can do the math in your head, you get how desperate this whole thing is and how young, but still older than the average RPG protagonist, your characters are.
Learn from the ones who came before.
Lay the trail for the ones who come after.
Things get weirder once your crew lands on the continent. They almost immediately run into an old man who nearly dispatches the whole expedition single-handedly.
Yo, what? Hold on, bro. Are you giving me spoilers, gang?
Traumatized and alone, walking through countless.
Don't spoil nothing, bro. Why he over here spoiling?
Who's found by Lune, another member of
Yo!
We both die.
She's not blind to reality. They're probably both going to die, but expedition members swear an oath.
When one falls, we continue.
As long as one of them stands, their fight isn't over. Lune and Gustav clearly care about one another, but they don't always get along. When they find an unsigned message indicating another member of Expedition 33, Mayel, might still be alive, Gustav wants to drop everything and try to save her, and then get out of Dodge. Lune is worried that the whole thing is a trap. Expedition members are always supposed to sign their messages.
We have to go.
No. Not yet.
At one point, later on, Lune asks Gustav if he's a coward because he just wants to get Mayel and get out. He's not. He's just dealing with watching almost everyone he knows die.
Yeah.
She's the one that said they should.
But he gotta keep his composure, gang.
Neither one of them has it easy. These characters are adults and they're written like it.
Come on, we always said the future of Lumiere is more important than
any individual life. Yes.
Do you still believe that?
They don't always agree. Guilt and loss.
She got a point.
And they're not always kind to one another in the heat of the moment, but they care about each other. And at the end of that exchange, once they've calmed down, they share a laugh.
Fuck the mission.
All right, I assume this is really early on in the game.
Complex and flawed, and Expedition 33 seems to understand that.
Sorry.
Please don't spoil nothing else, gang. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Don't spoil nothing else.
By on the world. My demo was fairly linear. There were branching paths with hidden
Cool.
grapple points, platforming goodies, and
Oh.
secrets to find, and tough optional bosses to take on. But this isn't an open world game.
Like, bro, what
It's
type
not
of boss?
Expedition 33 reminds me of Final Fantasy X. These environments may be linear, but they're gorgeous, whether you're standing atop a hill looking at the indigo tree, or both underwater and somehow not. Expedition 33 is a visual feast, and I stopped in
I'm about
every
to say, it
environment
does look
with
beautiful,
beautiful
gang.
LED and composition on display. There's even a world map you traverse to get from place to place, like the RPGs of old.
This will be useful.
What really hooked me, however, was the combat.
All right, talk about it.
Turn-based, but it's not a DVD menu. There's a lot of depth here. Every character has a melee and ranged attack, the latter of which must be aimed manually. Melee attacks
What? You actually gotta aim it?
attacks spend it. You'll also need AP for skills, unique attacks that each character has in their arsenal. And on top of that, each character has a particular attribute. Gustav
Okay.
uses certain skills to build up stacks of overcharge, which he can spend to cash out for a devastating attack. Lune's spells grant elemental stains that can supercharge her other spells for additional
Nice.
damage. My favorite, Mael.
Okay, she's like a setup
This isn't a
character.
Spoiler, she's in Claire Obscure's trailers. Can switch between 3 different stances, offering buffs to attack, AP generation, and defense. Managing your AP,
what?
setting up a big combo, and planning ahead matters. Like FF10, the turn order is displayed on the left side of the screen, so you can plan every turn
Okay.
in advance. But strategy is only half the battle. The other half is moment-to-moment execution. You don't just choose an option and wait for a canned animation to play out. When an enemy attacks you, you can dodge, parry, or jump to avoid it. Dodging avoids attacks, while parrying nets you a potentially huge counterattack and awards AP, but has its Sometimes the only way out is to jump over something. Sure, you can engage in the time-honored tradition of blocking with your face.
I ain't gonna lie,
but
these
harder
enemies are
fights
very
gonna force you
unique,
to
gang.
use these defensive mechanics. And if you parry an attack that hits your whole squad, all of them strike back in a beautifully choreographed counter that never gets old.
Hey, that's
Early on, I ran into a
fire,
very powerful
gang.
enemy who could kill my characters in a single hit. But the thing
What?
was, he had to hit me. If I could parry him, I could win. It took me a couple tries on my first run. He had a tricky
They got enemies like that? So you gonna come across some enemies that could probably take you out in what? Okay, I like a challenge. I like a challenge, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, I like a challenge.
But once I figured out I could parry the first hit and dodge the second, I managed to take him down.
That's so fire. That's so fire, bro.
Then there's the back-end stuff called Pictos and Luminas. You can
Okay.
put up to 3 Pictos to any character, which provides buffs, like shooting this enemy might light them on fire.
Oh, so these are like your passive
Killing
abilities.
an enemy grants more AP, as well as stat upgrades. Win enough battles with a Picto equipped, and you can have everyone else equip its effects, minus the stat bonuses. This is where you can do some really degenerate stuff. Sure, Mael has a skill that puts her in Virtuoso stance, where she does 200% damage,
Okay.
but she uses it while an enemy is burning. Normally, you'd have to have somebody use another skill to set this up. But what if you gave Gustav and Lune a Lumina that means their ranged attacks are likely to set enemies on fire?
Oh, then it ain't gonna matter. She gonna be on it. That's
Maybe
crazy.
you equip a Picto that cranks up your base attack damage, or that awards more AP for nailing a parry, allowing you to stay on the offensive longer than you'd normally be able to. Then you're cooking with gas.
Bro, that's actually
All of that,
lit.
and battles offer a lot of interesting choices. If someone's low on health, do you spend an item or AP to bring them back up? Or do you bet it all on dodging or parrying the next attack? How do you level up your
Yeah.
characters? Who gets what skill as a Picto so they can
See, from everything he's just saying, and I'm sure we've all already know, bro, the combat is super in depth, bro. Like this game is gonna have some serious crazy combat, crazy moments that you can do, bro. God, man, and it's not like everybody is gonna have this same type of gameplay run, bro. everybody's gameplay is going to be different because you may have used a certain picto or stat that somebody else didn't use when they run, bro. I think that's such a beautiful thing, gang. Like, that is so cool.
And through it all, Expedition 33 is constantly finding new ways to make itself interesting. What's a Gestrel, and why is Lune obsessed with them? Who is the...
Is that little boy speaking French?
Why is the world the way that it is? Are all these beings actually hostile? Some of them seem pretty friendly, and you have the option to fight them or leave them alone. What's the deal with that old man? How does any of this stuff work? In my demo, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 didn't stop to explain itself, and I appreciated that. It trusted me to figure things out, and I was more invested in what was going on as a result.
Okay, so you learn as you go from how the story is being described.
Screen at the end of my demo, I was thoroughly hooked. On my second run through, I found even more hidden areas, and laid the smackdown in one of the optional fights that had flummoxed me the first time around. When my time with Clair Obscur Expedition 33 was up, I wasn't ready to stop. I wanted to fight more battles, learn more about the world, and spend more time with these characters. Sandfall Interactive is a new studio, but you'd never know this was their first game from playing it. Surprise, conviction, curiosity. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 nails all three.
Was that a different... No, that's an enemy. I'm like, is that just something from the outside that he just used?
Before I played it. Now it has my undivided attention. If Sandfall can stick the landing, they'll have put together something remarkable. For more, check out our recent previews of Jump Ship and Neighbors: Suburban Warfare.
Okay.
Anything else in gaming?
We ain't care about that stuff, but we do care about this preview. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't appreciate the spoilers burger, but yeah, it's definitely looking good. He said a lot of good things, bro. I like how combat looks like it's gonna be in depth, and the story definitely looks like it's gonna take you to some crazy places, and you just gonna have to pick up on it. But it looks like the story is gonna be good too, bro. Not gonna lie. Let's check out this gameplay, bro. Let's check this out. All right, gang. Let's get into this gameplay. I just want to see it for myself. What type of combat this is? Oh, the quality up, yeah, 1080. That's all we got. Yeah, I couldn't give me 4K. That's cool. Is he aiming for the chest, like, for a reason? Like, does that give you extra, like, critical damage or something, like a weak point? That would be crazy. That might be the case. Man, I'm not mad at that. Even though it's turn-based, the one thing I'll say is, even though it is turn-based, combat look like it's actually going to be quick as well. Like, there's not going to be a dull moment. Like, I know usually in, like, RPGs, you have that moment, even, like, if I want to get up and go grab some water, I can do that. It don't look like you're going to be able to do that. I don't even know if what they're going to do. Maybe on your turn, you could do that. But, hey, if you just playing this game straight on 2, you got your water and everything already set, bro, it look like combat is going to go by actually pretty quick. Feels threatened, but I don't care if you threaten. Get on him right now. Hey. Ooh. What do you mean summons minions? That's actually crazy, bro. Lumiere Assault, you gonna do it? Hey. That's a simple attack. I ain't mad at that. Oh, he did it way too early. Did he dodge that or did he counter it? Period. Look like he just dodged it. So can dodges look like they give you parry animations as well? Like counter animations, I should say. Yo, oh, that's damage. That's damage, bro. What the, what?
Careful. It's building up chroma.
Oh, you gotta get him out that state. Okay, I see it. No? So you know what makes it interesting to me is even though the enemy summoned its little minions, usually in games like RPGs especially, you might have to take out the minions before you take out the boss. But it seems to me like that's not going to necessarily be the case all the time. Sometimes you don't care if the little enemies is out there. If you can dodge or parry and get their timing down, bro, it looked like you can take them out without even using a skill on them and attack the main boss the entire time, bro. I wonder if they're going to be unique enemies to where that's not always the case and you might have to take out the little guys first. But if that is, it's actually kind of a little dope. I ain't gonna lie. Because a lot of times you don't want to waste your turn attacking these little dudes. Yeah, like look at that, bro. If I can take him out in one hit, why not? Do it, overcharge. Do it. Do it. Did he not overcharge his attack or something? Dodge it this time. That timing is a little weird, but I get it. It looked like it cured its burn. Take it out right now. Okay, my question is, because I saw Gustav do it, and forget the female protagonist name that quick, but they both shot and then used their attack. So I'm wondering if you can shoot and attack in the same turn, because I would think that shooting is attacking as well, and they would count it as both. But if not, I'm actually not mad at that. Dead little guy. Another dead little guy. You really gonna have to get these enemies timing down, bro. Oh, you could have got the super counter off that, bro. Do it. Destroy him.
For those who come after.
That attack is so cool, bro. Yo, is this a cutscene? Music sounds good too, I can't lie. Do y'all hear that? Am I tripping? That violin going crazy back there, bro. That violin is going crazy. I hear a little piano back there. Hold on, is that a little piano? I hear the violin. Yeah, I hear it back there. I hear it back there. They're about to send me to the next video. Bro, I can't lie. I'm super excited for this game. I hope with this little preview, if you sticked around for the video, that you were excited as well. I'm sorry if that other IGN dude spoiled you a little bit too. I am sorry about that. But it's not the full game, bro. We gonna find out full game release what everything is about, bro. If you're excited for this game, if you are ready, make sure you leave a like, a comment. Let me know how you feel. And without further ado, it's been your boy Tricky Don. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace. About to go pre-order my copy right now.